rediscovery of Pluto.
Anything on?
Oh.
Must be your deeper subconscious coming up.
Maybe. With the deeper exploration of Pluto, the rediscovery of it through the New Horizon, I feel very strongly that it is a time when there is going to be more of a focus of what Pluto really means to human consciousness. Each planet that has been discovered during its time also reflected a level of evolution in our consciousness. For example, the last planet that people in the Dark Ages believed that this is it, is Saturn. And then we discovered Uranus, which is like breaking away from all the things that are not useful anymore, or being able to be free and being an individual and a rebel. And because the Saturn energy has to do with doing what is conservative, what is right, and what's been tried and true. Uranus is more about discovering the new, allowing the new things to happen. That's why the card the Fool comes along with it. When I just look at the way of Pluto in all of the signs, and we've covered it through since Aries, Taurus, and all the way out, we're now on Scorpio. So Pluto and Scorpio, these guys are the same thing. And so this means that it's like having a double Scorpio day. Scorpio energy is very complex. Very, very complex. We're talking about the Scorpio energy is fixed. Scorpios can be very stubborn because they need to hang in there to be able to get down to the deepest parts of the ocean of their soul. And that is when they get to the bottom of things. That's when they get to rise out of their grave. And that's the reason why there's also this energy of, well, why is it that Scorpio has more than one animal? It's got the snake, it's got the scorpion, it's got the eagle, and it also has the phoenix. It's the only one that has 4 different animals that goes with it, because it can be that explosive or that poisonous, scary, brings up a lot of stuff. And so with the Scorpio energy of the stinging itself to death, right? It's the only animal that will kill itself by itself when it is surrounded by fire. So what can drive a person to do such a thing, to kill themselves? Usually it's because they can't look at the depths of their suffering. And to really empower yourself and say to yourself, I am willing to look at the darkest, scariest parts of myself, the parts I've hidden, the parts that I don't want to look at. Well, you know what? What you resist persists, right? So Scorpio and Pluto will not let you stay there. And that means that if you are going to look at your life and say, what is it worth? You know, is it worth it for me to keep this job, or to stay in this relationship, or to stay stuck in my particular state of consciousness, to keep on drinking, or to keep taking the drugs, or whatever? If we ask ourselves the deeper reasons, what is the unconscious emotional reasons behind my actions, then you will be able to change your life. And that's why they make great therapists. That's why there's they will just work at things and subtly and hypnotically to get down into the bottom of what is going on. And that is the function of Scorpio on the deepest and the highest level, on the level of the snake, all the way on up to the phoenix. They have a huge job in this world. And they are bold, because Scorpio also has Mars as energy to pull on. Not only is it Mars energy of being able to rip away that which is a lie, because that is what the tower represents, being able to go out there and tear things apart, take it away, to be able to make room and pioneer towards something bigger and better. To get down to just to have physical energy to get things going. Pluto, of course, it's about questioning until we get to the depths of things, and so that we can release ourselves from that which doesn't work anymore. For example, let's say a Scorpio has grown up in a very dysfunctional family with a lot of suffering and a lot of death or big changes that created a lot of secrets. Look at those secrets, unveil them. This is about psychology. This is about dealing with where are those energies coming from. If you're from a shamanic family, how can I master that energy? Because if you're from a shamanic family, that means you already have that DNA in your system, which can cause major positive changes in people's lives, or it could be used in a negative way if you are not utilizing the wisdom that is trying to come through. Life is about evolution. And when we take it down to a lower level, that is when we put more coffins over just closing the lid and putting more nails in there. This is about taking each nail off, looking at it, who put it on you, how did I take it on, how do I do it to myself, and to really open up and share about this. And that is what water needs to do. When you talk about how you feel, even if it's hard, just try. Because I know for Scorpio types, it's very hard to express the feelings because it just doesn't seem to fit. It doesn't seem to be strong enough, deep enough. It's not accurate enough to what you're feeling. It doesn't matter. Break the cycle. Open up. Rip things apart. Make the action. Mars, get into action, because that is how the strongest aspects of yourself will then integrate into not only the emotional, because that's like watery planets and watery energy and feeling. Mars is about action. Go for it. Do something about it. The Uranus energy that also belongs to Scorpio gives you that what the hell kind of an attitude. What the hell? Why not? Do it. Jump. Go for it. Take a chance. Because what else do you have? If you don't take a chance, try something new. Liberate yourself from that which, oh, I can't say that. I shouldn't do this. Or, as long as it's something that is good for people, that you can feel good about. And it's really funny how, there is such a thing as doing good makes us feel good. It's just the way it is. It's built into our DNA. It's built into our soul. So when we are hiding things from ourselves, when we don't dig deep inside ourselves, the motivation behind our actions can actually come from a sick place. And we don't want to do that anymore. Now's the time to rip it open up and air things out, talk about what you see, and it'll be very exciting and very, very interesting to notice how things change, how that rough water just starts to relax because we're no longer trying to. Have you ever tried to keep water calm by putting your hand on it? It doesn't work. It just makes more waves. We got to step back and just watch and be still. And then it allows us to go deep. It allows us the objectivity to just, so that's what's going on. And then we know what to do about it so that we could tear it apart and we have that freedom from inside without being obsessed with it, without being trapped by our obsessions, to be able to just objectively go, yeah, well, maybe I can try something new and something different. So, Scorpio, this is your time, but go deep. Don't hide from yourself.